Well, hello everybody. How you doing? This is your buddy Alakite. I've been a bit obsessed with surf fishing. I'm not gonna lie. I've been trying a bunch of new stuff. It's just so easy to get off work, head over to the beach just for a couple hours, and just kind of throw and just kind of try to learn how the waves and everything are acting. And you watch all these YouTube videos about how how to look at the beach structure and everything. And that's where I'm at right now. As far as like gear goes, I went and got myself a new rod, and for those of you who also have been watching for a while, you guys know what reel I'm using here. But I went ahead and got the Californian CSX rod. I'm going to do a whole video on my surf setup as a noob, as a beginner to all this. But I did a lot of research and talked to a lot of people, and the Californian keeps coming up as being a viable option, so I went ahead and got it. I got it on sale. It's been on sale for a little while now. So it's the 9-foot 6-to-12 rod, and I don't have much experience with surf rods, but I can tell you that this had everything that I was hoping for in it. I'm hoping that it's got a real nice, it lasts for a long time. I am afraid, very afraid, that I'm going to break the tip on this thing, though, because a couple times now it's actually gotten stuck in my front part of my car. Anyways, and for those of you who know me, that's that KastKing. That's that Sharky 2, actually. The first reel I started out with in tubing until I moved up to the Sharky 3 not too long ago. And, of course, you guys all know why. I've already dunked this thing 3 times in the surf. So, I don't know. This reel probably got dunked once or twice in the harbor. And it's been dunked at least 3 times in the surf. And, well, I guess I'm a little unorthodox. I'm watching maybe too many Central Coast videos. I actually go up to past my knee and up to almost my waist in the surf, and I'm just in there in the water. I like to be in the water, just like the tubing thing, and I really like to be in the surf, moving around, looking around. It is a little bit more scary now because we saw some stingrays today, but at the same time, I like to be kind of in there. And, whenever you catch a fish or reeling something up, everything's getting wet. Sharky 2, never worried about it. That's a 2000. Again, I don't even care. Like I said, I've dropped this thing in the water and who cares? Don't care. I'm not worried about it. Double shielded bearings, whatever. Smooth, right? Still smooth as ever. Anyways, so what I was using today is I had the most luck on camo. Gulp. I'm using always Gulp, these Sandworms. I've got motor oil red flake. I did throw that for a little while. I did throw new penny, and I threw bloody for a little while. Bloody has not got any bites from me whatsoever thus far, and I've gone fishing now probably 6 or 7 times. I've never once caught a bite on bloody. New penny is a real good option, but my kind of style is going to go to camo first, and then I'll try new penny. And then I'll try motor oil red flake, and that's just kind of the progression I go into. I carry I'll do a whole video on how I've set up my surf kind of setup. But those are the 3 things I was using today, and you're about to see the video on that. I use this size weight right here. I don't have a little scale. I think this is a ½ ounce. I think it's a ½ ounce, and it's sliding. And I've used it so much now that it's gotten a little bit rusted. So I'm not sure what material this is made out of, but it's pretty damaged. But I'm using this ½ ounce. I haven't wanted to set up on this yet, so it's good. For hooks, today I was using a size 6 mosquito. I was recommended to use size 4, size 2 mosquito lights. I saw a couple videos on that, so I bought a couple of those things. They're cheap, they're $2.50 a piece or so. But the mosquito hook on a size 6 and a size 4 would probably be okay. Also, that's what I'm using for mostly when I'm going to fish sand crabs. And then I was using these things, and I really think that I like these things a lot. Again, I'm new to all this. These are Matsuo sickle hooks, and these things come from Turner's. This is a size 6, size 4. Again, the red, so I'm not 100% sure if red makes that much of a difference, but I'm picking up bites on these things too. So I need to play some more. These are the longer type bait holder hooks. Hopefully you can see that. Longer type bait holder hooks, and this is what I'm using. If I'm only going to try and scope out for Gulp, I'm using the Gulp worms. I'm using longer bait holder type hooks. I can use these, or I can use another one called the AB bait holders. When I'm going to be using like you know, maybe going back and forth and stuff, I'll use the mosquitoes. This is primarily for the sand crab stuff though. But today I was using kind of a hybrid of that. I was using that 1/2 ounce weight with a clear bead and using the number 6 mosquito hook, and I picked up, well, I guess you're going to see what I picked up.
Everybody, this is Alakai. Today I'm doing a little bit of surf fishing. I'm down here in Huntington Beach and we are trying to catch on to something. We got a sea rig going on, just a little Gulp sandworm, and we're seeing some different kind of structure across here, like a little channel or cut. There's a lot of brownish on this side, but on this side you can see there's like more bluer water, like deeper. And I'm just casting right when the waves are done cresting. I'm letting my bait soak out there just for a little bit while I reel it in and let the churn from the water kind of bring it up a little bit. See if we can catch on anything. See if we can catch anything here. What do we got here? There we go. Corbina. Nice fish, huh? Look at this one. Pretty good size. This must be a Corbina. Nice size. There we go. Another little guy. Little baby perch want to come out and play. I had the hardest time getting these little hooks out of here. Another guy off and away. Casting again. We're waiting for those waves to come down. The first thing I do when I'm casting is I want to see which way the waves are taking my weights, right? So today the waves are going this way just slightly. I've got like a 20 count before that weight comes on the side of me. So I can actually go with the lighter weight today, or I can live with this one and let the drift happen. The waves aren't too crazy, the tide's not too crazy, but if the tide is going this way, it's dragging my gear this way, I'm gonna cast on this way just a little bit so that I have more time to pass through where I want to go and drift in. This is gonna get me wet. Ah! Jeez. That's what my strategy is, and hopefully don't get too drenched. Something else, another tiny one. Another little baby guy. I can feel everything. Little guy. Released. Go, be free. And the most important thing that I've learned so far is that when you're fishing, you got to make sure you keep your eye on that line, because you never know when it's going to go slack. You never want to have that slack going. You want to keep it tight to the sinker so that you know and you can feel when you get that bite. So if you go too slack, the waves will constantly be bringing your stuff around and washing your stuff around. There's all these chaotic waves that happen. And if you don't have your line tight to your sinker, you're not going to feel those bites, and you're not going to be able to reel into them. So Just like that, I'm gonna shoot it right into the whitewash. I'm gonna reel it in so I can feel that line. I'm gonna try to catch that onion drift as the wave is coming in. If I'm gonna cast it into the wave, I'm gonna cast it right before it so that the pull that goes into the wave prior to it cresting will hopefully pull keep my bait out there a little bit longer. And I'm just watching my line as it goes. It's gonna go this way as the waves come in. So you can already see it kind of like ticking away this way, counterclockwise. What I do too is keep my worm on there straight to make sure that it stays flat. It doesn't like spin around as I'm bringing it in. As washing it around, I want to try to keep it as straight as possible. Unfortunately now my leader's a little bit short and my swivel's gone copper. I kind of want to change it out to black, but I'm doing okay right now.